Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Monday, June 27, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 60 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. St. Louis Cardinals vs Miami Marlins. Our team pick is Cardinals for the win, and here is why. The Marlins continue to try and remain above water as they battle to stay in contention in the NL East. Miami is in 4th place behind Philadelphia, Atlanta and the 1st place Mets. A promising 6-game homestand that started out with 3 straight wins was derailed by the visiting Mets over the weekend. Now the Marlins must hit the road, where the team is just 14-22 on the season. On Sunday, in the finale against the Mets, the Marlins got outstanding starting pitching from Dan Castano and timely hitting to close out the series with a win. Castano went 7 innings and allowed 5 hits and 2 runs, while striking out 4. With the game tied at 2 in the 9th, catcher Nick Fortes hit a walk-off home run to give the Marlins a dramatic win. The win allowed the Marlins to finish the homestand at 4-2. The St. Louis Cardinals are battling it out at the top of the NL Central Division as we head toward summer. The Cards made their most much quicker this season than last season, where the team had to win 15 straight games in September to secure a wild card spot. This season, St. Louis has thrived thanks to a solid middle of the order and good pitching. The Cardinals come into this series after back-to-0 series with NL Central Division foes the Brewers and Cubs. On Sunday, in the series finale against Chicago, the St. Louis suffered more than one setback. First, the Cardinals blew a 5-run lead and lost 6-5 in 10 innings. Secondly, the Cards lost starter Jack Flaherty, who left the game with shoulder stiffness after just 2 innings with the Cards up 5-0. The Cardinals have traditionally been a good home team, and this season is no exception. Wainwright, in particular, has been dominant at home in his career. He is 101-56 in his illustrious career at Busch Stadium. He is also 7-2 lifetime against the Marlins, including a win this season. While the Marlins have been a good to very good team at home, that success has not translated on the road this season. Lopez is 2-2 on the road this season, but has been susceptible to the long ball away from Miami, allowing 5 and 7 starts. Look for the strength of the Cardinals, the middle of the order, to do some damage to Lopez and help Wainwright to his first win since May. Our total pick is under 8. And here is why. Both teams have pitched decently throughout the month of June, as the Cardinals have a 4.02 ERA in 26 games, while the Marlins have a 4.47 ERA in 25 games so far. Neither offense has too much power to overwhelm the opposite pitcher, as Miami is 13th in baseball with 80 home runs as a team, while St. Louis is right behind them at 14th with 79 homers. The under has hit in 7 of the last 8 games played in St. Louis between these teams, so go with under 8 runs here. Kansas City Royals vs Texas Rangers. Our team pick is Texas Rangers for the win. Martin Perez will make his 15th start of the season to open the series. Perez was brilliant in his latest effort, tossing 6 shutout innings against the Phillies and earned the win to improve to 5-2. The veteran lefty has quietly been one of the best starters in the majors this season, sporting a minuscule 1.96 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP in 87.1 innings of action. Perez allowed 4 runs, 1 earned, in 6.1 innings against the Royals last month and is 4-1 with a subpar 4.43 ERA in 61 career innings. Kris Bubic will be on the hill for the 11th time of the season. Bubic was solid in his latest effort, conceding only 2 runs in 6 innings against the Angels and earned the win to bring his season record to 1-4. The young southpaw has fared well this month but has accrued a horrible 7.41 ERA and a 1.79 WHIP in 34 innings of work on the season. Bubic allowed 1 run in 1 innings against Texas last month and has allowed a total of 4 runs in 1.2 career innings. The Rangers continue to inch closer to that .500 mark and should thrive in this series. The Royals are one of the worst teams in the majors, and this is not a good matchup for them. Rangers starter Martin Perez is having a spectacular season. He has allowed either 0 or 1 earned run in 10 out of his last 12 starts and is among the AL ERA leaders with a dazzling 1.96 ERA. Furthermore, the Rangers should get the Kris Bubic. He has squandered 4 runs in 1.2 career innings against Texas. Bubic especially has issues at home, where he has logged a 7.78 ERA and an 0-3 record. Our total pick is under 8.5 runs. and here is why. Texas has a team ERA of 3.91 which is 17th best and a 1.28 whip which is 20th. The Rangers' starting rotation has 24 quality starts, which is 15th in baseball, and the pitching staff is holding opposing hitters to an average of .238 which is 14th. Dane Dunning is the leader in strikeouts for Texas with 74. Martin Perez gets the nod on the mound Monday for the Rangers. This season the left-hander is 5-2 with an ERA of 1.96 and 71 strikeouts. Perez's 5 wins lead the Rangers. On the mound, Kansas City is 28th in team ERA at 4.98 and 29th in whip at 1.48. The Royals' pitching staff has just 17 quality starts, which is 25th in baseball, and opposing hitters are averaging .265 at the plate against Royals pitching which is 28th. Daniel Lynch is leading Kansas City in strikeouts with 65. Chris Bubic gets the nod on the mound Monday for the Royals. This season the left-hander is 1-4 with an ERA of 7.41 and 31 strikeouts. Martin Perez will do his part to keep a total under, as the Rangers' left-hander has a 1.92 ERA. The total has finished under in each of Texas's last 4. Kansas City has seen the total finish under in 8 of the last 10 overall, and in 6 in the last 8 against a team from the American League West. Texas is only 20th in runs scored, and Kansas City is even worse at 27th. Colorado Rockies vs Los Angeles Dodgers. Our team pick is Dodgers -1.5, and here is why. The Dodgers will be excited to get closer and closer to home as they head to Colorado and continue their road trip. The expected 9-game road trip started with a 3-game sweep over the Reds, while they face slightly more adversity against the Braves in a playoff rematch. Now that they face the Rockies, they'll be looking to get some revenge after dropping the opening series of the season at Coors Field. The Dodgers sit nearly neck and neck with the Padres atop the NL West and know that they need to take advantage and start the series with a bang against the division's last-place team. Coming with a 7-3 record over their last 10 games shows how tough this team is to beat, while adding that they are tied for the second most wins in baseball on the road. The Rockies turned quite a few heads during the season's opening weekend, taking 2 of 3 games from the Dodgers, though things haven't gone much better since then. They find themselves in last place in the NL West, sitting double-digit games behind the Dodgers. With the struggles of quite a few teams, the Rockies are far from being one of baseball's worst teams, but a trip to the postseason seems virtually impossible at this point. They come into Monday having gone 4-6 over their last 10 games, but they've been much better at home than on the road. Having already found success against the Dodgers at home, they are hoping to show some of that confidence and momentum in the rematch. The Dodgers may have struggled in their opening series of the year against the Rockies, but they'll be ready to come away with the win in this one. To start, they'll have one of the hottest and most consistent arms in the National League on their side of things to slow down Colorado. With Colorado's struggles with the long ball as well, they could have issues keeping pace with the top-ranked defense in baseball that the Dodgers have. Additionally, according to Covers.com, the Dodgers are 4-0 in their last 4 road games against a right-handed starter, while the Rockies are 0-4 in Call's last 4 starts on grass and in his last 4 starts against teams with a winning record. Our total pick is under 11.5 runs. Tyler Anderson has pitched very well this season and over the last 5 starts has allowed a combined 9 runs on 19 hits across 28 innings, resulting in Los Angeles winning each of the 5. Therefore, the play here is under. The under has cashed in 4 of the Dodgers' last 5, as well as in 8 of the last 12 for Colorado. Los Angeles Angels vs Chicago White Sox. Los Angeles Angels. Chicago dropped their 4th straight game as they were knocked off for the 3rd straight night by a last-place Baltimore team at home Saturday. The White Sox entered Sunday 3rd in the AL Central, 5.5 games behind the Twins for the top spot in the AL Central race. On Saturday, Luis Robert and Gavin Sheets, each had 2 hits in the contest. The problem was that the rest of the team was a combined 2 for 26 in the loss. Lance Lynn, 1-1, continued the struggles for the White Sox on the mound as he took the loss after allowing 6 runs, 5 earned, on 6 hits with 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts over 6.2 innings of work. He was done in by a 4-run 7th by Baltimore that turned a 2-1 game into a 6-1 deficit. Los Angeles lost their 2nd straight and their 4th in the last 5 games as they were dumped by Seattle for the 2nd straight night. The Angels entered Sunday 4th in the AL West, 12.5 games behind the Astros for the division lead. On Saturday, Los Angeles got 2 hits each from Luis Rengifo and Tyler Wade, to pace a 10-hit attack in the loss. Kurt Suzuki, his 2nd, and Shohei Ohtani, his 16th, each hit solo homers in a losing effort. Patrick Sandoval didn't factor in the decision as he allowed 1 run on 8 hits with 2 walks and 6 strikeouts over 5 innings. Archie Bradley, 0-3, took the loss in relief as he allowed 3 runs, none earned, on no hits with 2 walks and 1 strikeout over 2/3 of an inning. Both these teams have been disappointments this season. The White Sox were expected to run away with the AL Central crown, but steam into the last week of June 3rd in the division and below the .500 mark. Los Angeles started strong, but entered Sunday 7-23 in their last 30 games to drop from the top spot in the AL West to 4th. Giolito has been brutal in his last 3 starts as he's been cuffed around by the Rangers, Astros, and Blue Jays. A deeper look shows he's given up at least 4 runs in each of his last 5 starts, which has led to a 9.00 ERA over 21 innings in June. During the month, he's given up 7 long balls, and he averages less than 5 innings a start on the road. With the White Sox in complete disarray and increasing talk that Tony La Russa's days are numbered, take the slightly less discombobulated home team as they draw first blood here. Our total pick is over the total. The White Sox will start hard-throwing righty Lucas Giolito for Game 1 of this series. He was hammered for 7 runs on 11 hits and a walk over 5 innings in last Wednesday's loss to the Blue Jays. According to basabalsavan.com, the Blue Jays' average exit velocity in this one was 95.5 miles per hour, which means the average of the 22 balls put in play off Giolito qualified as a hard hit ball. 2 of those hard hit balls were home runs by Alejandro Kirk and Bo Bichette. The 11 hits surrendered by Giolito were easily a season high, and his ERA has now gone from 2.63 to 5.45 over his last 5 starts. He has continued to strike out batters, but this string of starts is troubling. He brings that bloated 5.45 ERA and 1.56 WHIP into this start against the Halos. The White Sox closed out their series with Baltimore with a 4-3 win. Dylan Cease won his 7th game while striking out 13 in 7 innings of work. Lucas Giolito is having major issues from the mound entering his 13th start this season. Last week he was shelled by the Blue Jays, and in the prior start he gave up a whopping 8 runs over 5 innings against the Astros. He has not looked the same over the last month, and he will be hard to trust against a pretty good Angels lineup. Many of La's games have been going under over the last week, but this looks like a breakout game for them. Mike Trout has to be chomping at the bit facing Giolito's struggling fastball. Both clubs average a shade over 4 runs per game, but this looks like an 8-6 or 7-5 type of game, driving the number over the projected total. Look for Giolito to struggle again and this game to go over.